Bonjour mes amis. Hello friends in France. First, I have to share that my mom loved art and her favorite country was France. She passed away, but I have this painting of hers of a street that's near the Sacré-Cœur. Every time I look at it, it brings me joy. And I want to say that I miss you. I began the year with you in Paris, and what a start to the year. My heart was filled with the love that you showed me, and I can still feel the energy of our time together, so thank you. I believe because of the people in the company who've created one of the most sophisticated manufacturing processes in the world. I believe because of the quality of those scientists who've decided to join Herbalife Nutrition, even though they had many choices to support many different companies. Let me introduce you to just a few of them. I'll begin with Dr. David Heber. He has an MD and a PhD. He's the chairman of our Herbalife Nutrition Institute. He's a graduate of the Harvard Medical School. He went on to create the first division of clinical nutrition at UCLA, and he's now the professor emeritus at both UCLA and USC. You know, he was cited in 2014 as one of the world's most influential scientific minds. And guess what? I get to work with him every day. Then there's Lou Ignarro, who has a PhD, but also was awarded the top global honor for notable achievements by receiving the prestigious Nobel Prize for Medicine because of his work on the many beneficial effects of nitric oxide. Think about that, the Nobel Prize of Medicine. He understood the important role of amino acid precursors like arginine and citrulline and its effect on nitric oxide. Of course, many of you have met Dr. Luigi Craton, Dr. Rocio Medina, Dr. Dana Ryan, Dr. Gary Smalls, Dr. Stephen Hennig, the amazing dietitian Susan Bowerman, and our own sports fitness expert Samantha Clayton, an Olympian. This team and many more is why I believe. Each of them has a resume, a professional history that is simply amazing. And they believe in the quality of our products. They believe in this company. Well, as you know, we have a global group of independent physicians, dietitians, and researchers that are in our various advisory boards. You know, they have full-time jobs outside of Herbalife, yet they also want to support what you are doing. Clearly, they believe in the quality of our products and the quality of our company. I'm going to show you some pictures here, and they show you the many advisors that we have. Of particular note is your very own Dr. Jacques Monique, a wonderful physician respected in his field. But there's more. What about the scientists actually working in the laboratories that you don't get to see that are doing the research? These are the folks you may have never heard of, but they're equally impressive. Now, for time's sake, I will only mention one of them, and that is Dr. Con He. He is an international expert on green tea extract, and he has authored or co-authored over 70 publications and holds 11 patents on extraction. So when it comes to extraction, we have the experts. Why is this important? You see, we need to be able to successfully extract the good nutrients from the green tea leaves, and this is a complicated process. We must first take those leaves, which is a solid, get the essence of the nutrients into a liquid, and then convert that essence back into a solid, all through a process that uses water. That's right, water. We use a water extraction process. Yes, this is a little bit more expensive, but it's a cleaner process than what other companies might be doing. They might in fact be using ethanol or solvents. So we have built a state-of-the-art manufacturing system in Changsha, China that includes a 3-story chamber with a fan that spins at 3,000 revolutions per second to vaporize the goodness from the leaves and capture it. So I hope you're getting a sense that we have a team of scientists, too numerous to mention, over 300, who conducted tests through every part of this process to ensure that in the end, the product contains only what it is supposed to contain in the amount it's supposed to have. and that's called its potency. And we make sure there's nothing in the product that is not supposed to be in the product, which is called the contaminant. And of course, it takes people to do this who have the knowledge and the skills to make this happen. And guess what? Those are the people I believe. But we also believe based on our own research. So I did my research and I found out how prevalent contaminated products are in the marketplace. You see, what you take for granted is something the average consumer of products off the shelf should not take for granted. There is, in fact, a global concern about quality. Believe it or not, the World Health Organization estimates that 1 out of 10 individuals will actually get sick from contamination of their food. And then, of course, there's the concern of the loss of ingredients. Think about that. This whole process of manufacturing, you can lose the potency of the ingredient or even the presence of the nutrient when it comes to the final processing. Why does this happen? Because the process of quality is hard. There's so many steps, so many ways for people to take shortcuts, so many ways that mistakes can happen. So let me tell you about our power, the 1-2 punch of our process that I researched. It's called seed to feed coupled with our cellular science analytics. That gives us our 1-2 punch. Let me talk about the seed to feed. We have a philosophy that begins with the ingredients at the seed level that we plant. So we have to pick the right seeds and then we control that process all the way to the end. For 70% of our products, we are able to go through this entire process. Then there's the fact that we have the expensive testing equipment and the scientists who know how to use that equipment to analyze at every step of this process down to the DNA of the product ingredient. That's our cellular science. It's estimated that there are over 200 different analytical analyses that are part of this entire journey, from the seed to the Formula One product that you consume. Think about that. My research also told me that there are minimum standards that any company committed to quality should follow. They're called good manufacturing processes, and in some cases, ISO certifications. And for our sports products, there's this thing called the National Sanitation Foundation, or NSF certification, that's required for professional athletes. We, of course, have all of these and more. In the end, when you take our products and you take them consistently as part of our overall healthy, active lifestyle, you get your own proof. Your results speak of why you should believe. I have to emphasize this point. The other critical source of belief is you. Your experience and your results become the living testimony. Why is this important? Because not everyone cares about the scientists, nor do they take the time to do the research. They're going to be relying to you as their main credible source to believe. You or their own results, or both. The future will see more and more people concerned about what they are putting into their bodies. Many may not have believed that their lifestyle or that proper nutrition and a healthy life really mattered for them right now, that it could affect their lives in such a dramatic way. But I think more and more people are now believing that they need to change. They need to embrace proper nutrition and a healthy lifestyle, which is at the center of our global nutrition philosophy. Thank you for taking time to spend with me, and I'm excited for the rest of the event. And someday, I'll be seeing you in person. Au revoir.